We got ourselves a little paradise here too. I mean, everywhere you go here, you're gonna find one. But what is this thing? I can't identify it. It's not a fungus, obviously. Doesn't really smell like anything. Some shoots coming out there. I don't know if it's a fern. Can anyone identify this? We've got shoots coming out of this thing, which was chopped down, but I can't identify shit. Obviously, we have these ferns. I'm not a fern expert, so I can't identify them. I think they're shield ferns, but I don't know. Just don't quote me on that. But these I do know. Devil's Club. I think I've talked about these in past videos. Super interesting plant. Super ancient plant. Apparently, well, they're very spiky. Apparently, they're pretty hard to find down in the Pacific Northwest, but up here, I mean, they're everywhere. They love it. They just love it here. Very slow growing, very ancient plant. But the cool thing about it is, well, first of all, the berries, these ripen into red berries. Very poisonous. But it would be hard to accidentally eat them because they're so fucking disgusting. I've tried a lot of poison berries just to, you know, it's a good experience to know, okay, I know this is poison. What do I associate this taste with then? Just get yourself a knowledge of the taste of, okay, this is poison. Somehow I was retarded enough. I mean, this is so easily identifiable. There's no way you could accidentally eat from this plant. It's very distinctive. But anyway, it's disgusting and poisonous. However, the plant is not entirely useless. If I'm not mistaken, the roots of this plant act sort of like a ginseng. I don't know if it's actually in the ginseng family, but sometimes it's called Alaska ginseng or Western ginseng. Unless I'm mistaking that with another plant, but I don't think I am. It's been a while since I read up on this guy. But yeah, that root will give you an energy boost or something like that. Pretty cool. Not that familiar with ginseng myself particularly, since there was none in Wisconsin. It's mostly an Appalachian thing. But it doesn't end there. There's more. So the Indians actually used the bark of this plant in spring. If you take the bark, apparently it is a sort of, I don't know what the medical term for it, but it fights cancer very well. Fights cancer and apparently also diabetes. So if you got diabetes from eating too many blueberries, and this is your cure. What else can I find in here? Obviously the ferns. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess I could show you the boring trees. This is alder. You can tell by the leaves, tell by the trees. If I could, let's see here. Get a little knife going, I can show you. It'll have a very reddish bark. Oh, no, maybe it's just too fresh in the spring. Oh no, maybe it oxidizes, that's it. But yeah, turns into this sort of reddish wood. I've seen it happen. You don't have to worry about alder ever. It's kind of one of these unkillable trees. I mean, if you chopped all of this away, by the end of the summer, more would have grown. It's related to willow. It's in the willow family. Willows are notoriously hard to kill. I mean, there's a willow tree right in front of my apartment that they just literally cut down the whole tree, and it didn't kill it. It's back, stronger than ever, in less than 3 years. Another thing about alder is their cones, which there's none now. It's the wrong time of the year to show you this. But they have these tiny little they look like pine cones almost, but they're very small. They're like the size of peas. If you grab a bunch of them and you make a tea out of them, it's strongly fungicidal. So if you ever somehow get like, ringworm or something, you can, basically what you do is you take a whole giant tea bag of that stuff, soak it in some hot water. Do not drink it, it's poison, but soak your feet in that and you can cure your fungus if you somehow manage to get that. I mean, it's not unthinkable up here. It's so wet, obviously. But yeah, a lot of cool plants out here, and there's a lot of knowledge I've forgotten. I don't even remember. It's been a while since I've read up on this stuff. Those are a few I noticed around here. There's a few more I could point out. I mean, these are just big old white spruces. They love this area because it's so wet. I'm kind of straying far from the group here, but whatever, I don't have anything to do, so screw it. Let's go into this sunny little clearing that the bears love. Hopefully I don't fucking piss off a bear, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted to point out this plant. This plant is a real bastard. Wild parsley. It's very abundant, and it is a potential food source, but you have to be so careful with it. Because I gotta say, oh, I can smell it already. Yeah, it's a wild celery. Or you can smell it already, I mean. It burns. It burns harshly. Just try and avoid walking through this stuff, because if you break a little stalk and get a little of its juices on you, it is seriously, oh God, it's like a military grade chemical weapon. I mean, it burns hard, and it doesn't go away for like 2 or 3 weeks. It just, that spot stays swollen and red and irritated and itchy forever. However, it is just giant wild celery. So if you can actually clean out that, it's a photoreactive agent, meaning that UV light actually activates that chemical. If you can somehow manage to clean that stuff off, I've heard it suggested that you can take it down to a stream and wash it out in the stream, and the water should take away. I'm skeptical. I've never tried it, and frankly, I think it would be kind of dangerous to try eating this stuff. Although, actually, now that I think about it, it's a photoreactive chemical. It shouldn't activate in your fucking mouth or throat. I don't know. It's a potential food source, probably in bad starving times. This looks like horsetail. I think I've talked about this a lot. This is late spring horsetail, so it kind of looks different. That is also a very, very ancient plant. Not many uses. However, for women, look how the way the ferns are all bent towards the sunny section. It's kind of cool. But anyway, if you're a woman and you want to strengthen your hair and nails, you boil this horsetail and soak your hair in the juices. It reinforces keratin. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, neat stuff. Right off the trail here. I didn't even have to go far to find this stuff. Yeah.